Effie's putting on a show just for Jonas in that watch party, but for now we wait patiently to see what the Crazy Raccoons can do with this. They've been given a little bit of room to work towards the side, but it's all being watched. Zelsis towards one, Effie's with another. This is looking lovely stuff. Just enough room to keep them cornered in, and 4 HP is not much to play with, and V1 with a great start. Decent. You can see the deep play coming out as well from, I believe that's Medusa on the back, just making sure no flank could come through. So the only threat's really going to be Short and Heaven. Zephyr happy to take this fight, spots out one. No real problems just yet. They just bide the time. Neff going to be trying to sit this one out. And yeah, it looks like V1 are trying to weigh up their options. Any damage to be done could be fantastic here if they can cost them those rifles. They can maybe build from this short piece. There was a second where Jammies could have maybe converted, and there it is. Zelsis and Penny out of nowhere, double down. Zelsis finds another, and Effie's finds some fantastic work. Now, the time's not going to be there, but the damage is done. Now, can they get the rifles away in time? That's a big question. You can see Medusa waiting and at least punish Effie's. There we go. Keeps that one away, but one rifle taken back for Zelsis. Side hit's going to be coming in pretty soon. Already Ryan going to be setting that one up. Trying to pull all that utility in the right place. Zephyr going to be leading the way through here already, though. Version 1 have players on site. You can see up above, Zephyr needed that to land. That could have been a huge claim on towards it. And now here comes the re-aggress. Off the back of the flash, Medusa, though, does find Zelsis. Penny on the trade out. Medusa still on the side trying to play it safe, but Penny is causing problems. And huge work from V1 playing back in from Heaven. The site, so there should be a post-plant. Unless anything can disrupt it. I don't think anything can. And V1, first time we get to really see a fully fledged retake coming through. Zephyr already going to start this one out with the spot play coming back on through, but Penny, way too quick. Just absolutely eviscerates Zephyr. Now going to look for more. He keeps going. Penny is on a tear right now, and he knows where the next target's going to be. And he is unstoppable in this. Penny with an incredible play back through. He's got teammates beside him, but he didn't even need them. And V1 pulling off a absolutely formidable retake.
There.
Vanity on the other side. Let's see what he does here. He's got support. Penny's already found Medusa. This again, as soon as there's contact, I love the fact that V1 swing. There's no baiting. There's no just, oh, you take the fight. There's always another layer. There's always that next face coming out. This is just brilliance from V1. They look solid. Absolutely solid. It's going to be garnered by Zephyr coming through market. Going to be a bit of a surprise, and tag's not enough. That's going to encourage the swing from Jammies, who's going to stay alive, and this one swings out again, catching even more. Jammies with great work here, biding time and bringing this back to maybe manageable situation. Was at least Munchkin finding Penny there. Kind of surprising, but Munchkin now ult out, needs to kind of find place for this. Does want to clear the back of Boathouse, but decides to go for it himself. Might just send that through towards CT. Spike does need to be planted.
10 seconds
It goes
left.
down. Now, 2v3. No Penny on the retake, but still Zelsis, Effie's, and Vanity still have utility too, as they're finding out. Nothing feels safe here. Zelsis already going to lead the way in. Effie's holding that swing as well. There it is, just down to Munchkin. A 1v2 required. Take a little bit of damage on that. The tag comes in. Incy deals with Zelsis. Maybe there's still some hope here. Munchkin on the reload, though, has to dip around, bite the time. Trying to play it on the clock. He gets the tag, not the frag. Dips back in. And Munchkin brings some pride for the Crazy Raccoons. To actually find some good side takes. They've been able to kind of not overly commit towards some of these pieces, but it's retake time for V1. They did do well before in these, but they need to clear short pretty deep to get past this safely. You're gonna have the Killjoy ult invested, and Zephyr's still happy to just try and dodge bullets, going full Neo mode here. He's not unchecked, but that's gonna be a huge pick. Yeah, Zephyr gets it for free, tries to dip back around. Effie's punishes from short, but by now there's a trade out. That deep hold from short we were talking about is gonna be hard to clear, and it was. Medusa gonna play towards hell, and there's no way out of this. Suddenly, the Crazy Raccoons have worked it out. A little bit of a hit off the back of that, but by now already the spike's down again.
Well, Jammies will find Medusa actually trying to, I guess, reset from that. Now Munchkin's got to get away from this spot, but he will do it. We'll find a headshot as well. Effie's with the shock dart also.
Yeah, but this is still game on. Neff, what can you do with this? No! Just darted across from short. May have been able to get in there in time, but caught in the end by Vanity.
They do now a man advantage for them. Zelsis also ultimate available. He's actually going to pop that, come through, try and clear through, and he actually will find Zephyr behind Jen.
Medusa's still on the site though. Didn't pretty. Does have ult around as well. Opts to not use it, just the gun at his side. And Munchkin trying to play the time, trying not to give it away. Medusa.
He's going to reset here.
I love this. I love the long play around here. Yeah, there's the ult going to be popped. There's nothing they can do on this. They have to try and push it. He's even predicting it. Medusa knows what's up, sends one just in time, and they do clear it, but not in time for V1. He's trying to play this just right. Does get caught by that, though. Damage now done and position now noted. You have to clear this position. It could be such a problem playing towards that retake, but actually Medusa with a great little pickup. They need more. Trades coming back in and forth. It's going to be just down to Effie's in the 1v3. Trying to get the timing right. No, not going to happen. This is danger now. This is dangerous territory. Winning this pistol, probably going to convert the next. That final push towards the site that's going to be tough against the rifles. Vanity's still going to be a problem to get past as well. They're going to try and at least put some utility down to dissuade the vision, but as it stands, as soon as that drops, he's going to have full sight on all of them who just suddenly start pouring back through. There he is, actually plays through it and gives himself up for the trade. It's a 3v3. Time going to be... No way.
Oh, no.
No, not like this. Penny, Jammies, please. What is going on here? Keep it clean. There we go. Jammies just says, chill out, boys. No more of this nonsense. We're keeping this clean. Can we keep these rifles up? Absolutely, we can keep one. That's what you get away with, but you do get the round, but you keep one of those rifles.
Effie's knows that they're going to be re-entering back through heaven. Again, very late in the day here. Crazy Raccoon's got to move quick and find some kills fast if they want to get this going.
I don't think they've got time on this. I think V1 knows it as well. The Crazy Raccoon's going to drop down. Neth going to give himself up for the trade. Yeah, Penny's just making light work for him. Medusa does well, but by now this is wrapped up. Medusa just gonna have to get out with the rifle himself. A lovely sight take from V1, very well handled, and no opportunity for that play back in. Or excuse me, the retake from Crazy Raccoons never really got started. They're waiting on the other side. You're gonna have two players here. Munchkin's gonna be one of them, couldn't quite convert it. Effie's outdoes him, just gonna barrel on through, and now there's problems. Ryan though, this flank could be huge. The timing, no! Effie's punishes again! Ryan could have done some real damage. You see Zephyr just chomping at the bit, trying to get involved in this one. Spike now down. And Jammy's play back in on short is perfectly timed, almost going, well, you did this to us, so we're going to do it to you. You like that late kind of short play coming out? Yeah, feels bad, doesn't it? And now what do the last two players do? Neth and Zephyr, I mean, they can try and find something, but just swinging off the back of contact here should at least give them the round. There's the trade, and now you got the numbers. Unless Zephyr does something unthinkable. Oh, he's been caught in the heels, spammed down. Effie's with a big round there. Gonna be utility to check on this.
Wow, you say that.
Here we go, there it is. That's gonna be two big kills. That's massive impact. That does set up for a potential chance of some more damage. Neth waiting patiently, just hoping that maybe a lapse in judgment gives him the chance to get some damage done, but
drift towards short, which is where Zephyr's actually posted up with a shorty right now. Rion a little further behind him with the Sheriff now.
I like it.
30 seconds.
Let's go. One's good. Two spinners, Zephyr!
Oh my word.
Impeccable work out of nowhere, and this is going to rock V1. They are not loving this at all. These rifles have now just been absolutely ripped from them, and a massive round for the Crazy Raccoons. Look at that! What on earth did they just pull off? There we go. There's the first big investment in here. We go. Everyone's flying in. Now you can see Munchkin just spinning around. Somehow finds it. That's 3 in a row. These guys just popped off on the retake. In the space of a second, they destroy so many, but Jammies is still doing damage. Even the turret finds Munchkin, but the spike now going toyed with. Jammies doesn't check on short. Punishment for that. And Effie's can't get in on it.
Retake.
Huge retake.
V1 actually. Lead all the way towards short. Rion, they line up for him.
He's so good in this position as well. He's been such a nuisance playing this spot constantly. And be able to get two there again. This time with a rifle at least, but Zel's just going to deal with Munchkin, so they know there's another. But Zephyr's still waiting for the next fall through as they do come towards the site. You could hear the shot go off. Didn't find target, has to fall away to a deeper angle. No, sticks around and gets punished for that. Jammy's not going to let him get away with it. And now a 3v3 spike is going down, can't be denied. Now let's look at these post plants. You're going to have one tucked towards hell, one towards May. Actually, no, two in hell. Okay.
You should run.
Actually, yeah, Jammy's going to invest the lockdown as well. That's going to run the clock down in favor of. Actually, the Zelsis gets a lot of pressure here, but have to respect it for the time being. Zelsis, can he find that second? Not going to get detained just yet, but Zelsis still able to run the clock down. Finds the third on the round now, just down to Neth.
Yeah, Neth's not going to way around as Zelsis just playing those 1v1 so perfectly. Maybe check on if there's any nonsense going on elsewhere.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Gonna come through. Try and brute force their way. Well, actually, Zellsis and Penny will lead the charge. Munchkin didn't deal with the first. Zellsis will find
He's
one, and
found
actually
two.
it runs down now. The damage
That's
is done,
great.
though. Comes through a 3v3. Great work from Munchkin.
Yeah, his ability to stay alive even just a couple seconds longer, get that second kill, is brilliant from him. Zellsis, though, going to try and build a little control towards short, divide it his own way. Now, Vanity going to watch as one dashes on through, but Zellsis finds Neth, and already we're down to the two. This is going to be Zephyr having to be put under pressure, and this is not exactly ideal. Having to find it, no. Effie's big denial. Good trade, though. That's huge work, but it doesn't equate to much, as the conversion in the end comes from Zellsis in great positioning.
Again, version 1 going to come up. Penny actually both door popped, and it's Rion again that's going to be pressured off short. This time around, Effie's the Hunter's Fury from deep going to find the kill to open things up.
And Rion gone. This isolates him so badly. Yeah, you can see it just instantly makes it all fall to pieces, and Zellsis has been a constant thorn in the side, and Munchkin can try as he might. He needs to truly dig deep on this one. Does at least bail out towards Penny, but now look at what they're left with. Neth and Munchkin. Munchkin 13 HP. Neth, though, good work. Quick pick up towards Vanity. And Munchkin's heard this. But he can't get the frag. Jammy's outdoes him. And now Neth with it all to do in the 1v2, gonna leap on down. Actually gets a free start towards Effie's. This could be big, but the time being bought here. Neth knows he's up against it, just trying to find the first. This is just cruelty, but no, punished in the end. And Neth now has to get rid of
Jammies is so low, look at him.
Jammies is super low HP. The turret ain't gonna do anything at this point. You gotta deal with it. Oh my word, Neth! Impeccable work, saves the day, and we go again.
I had to focus for a second.
A little bit of damage coming through, but nothing noteworthy.
I thought there'd be substantially more than that. Zellsis in a little bit of bother here. Munchkin's gonna make it worse towards Penny. That's gonna be the first pick up this round. And they're gonna peel from this. They're backing.
This 20 seconds, this is dicey to say
Wait,
the
who's
least.
on short? Who is on short right now?
It's Neth with utility.
Oh no, Neth's gonna buy the time. This could be a huge disaster if he just buys the time. Vanity does get past him. Munchkin on the side just wants to try and deny the spike bomb, but no, Effie's
No
runs
way.
through him. Is this how it goes down, really? A 2v3 post plant now. And you got Medusa and Zeph up against Jammy, Zellsis, and Effie's. This is a fight for OT for the Crazy Raccoons, or the victory on map 1 for V1. And Zephyr flashed up, forced to back away, scared of maybe some pressure coming off the back of it, but no, Medusa now opens up the way through on short. Just trying to build on in. First fight comes in, gets it. Effie's now down. Zellsis looking a little dicey on the side, but he does manage to deliver towards Zephyr, and now the 1v2 feels almost impossible. Medusa doing everything he can to try and find a way forward. Gets down Zellsis. He needs to 1v1, and Jammies is low again. Surely not this time. He's going to get it to halfway.
way.
No. Jammies peek it. Jammies peek it. Oh, and he does in time. Jammies peeks the corner and gets them through on map 1. I love utility being used with intention. I think it's a great look for this, and it does mean that V1 have to clear a little bit more meticulously, but Penny connects out of nowhere. Munchkin just lost his head.
This is the second trying to play. Zellsis pinches perfectly as Zephyr tries to back away. Medusa will respond, but kind of isolated inside the nest here, and Vanity there to greet him on the way out of that smoke. Neth now the last one on site, but we'll find Effie's. V1 got to hit the brakes on this for the time being, as Jammies, like I said, in that role, able to lurk through mid here, find a huge gap on the back of that rotation coming through. Going to catch the audio cue also on Rion rotating. We'll find the kill as well.
Feels a little rough. And now Neth. The 1v3, there is a little bit of damage done. Vanity 40, Jammies 70.
Not him back on A.
Oh. Yep. And now the post spawn's so strong. They've got such good positioning. Neth gonna have to just hope for a freebie through the smoke maybe. Vanity denies. Me is gonna be pretty poor in this round, so why not try and do something a little out of the box? Stack towards V-Long, didn't work out this time. V1 are gonna be in on the site. See if they can keep it clean. Looks like it so far. Rion gonna find one, but that's about it. And nice aim, but couldn't quite convert. Penny outdoes. And just before we get to the buy, of course, I do want to give a huge thanks again to the observers who have just been absolutely impeccable so far, which is Prius, Sapphire, and the one and only Yeti. So
Zellsis gets his ultimate online, so potentially come through and deal with some of this early presence here, and Jammy's going to get himself up into a position where he can play the post pass. Zellsis finds the first.
Zellsis really good for that one. You can see Medusa pushing up for this one. They have to try and disrupt that Viper in these post plants. We know it by now. We've been telling this story the entire time, and Jammies has gone down. This opens up the chance. Great work from Medusa and Neff there to keep him at arm's length, and Effie's trying to do everything he can to deny the spike diffuser. Now back on it. Can Effie's deny it? I don't think he can. No time on it. Munchkin keeping him safe. And the perfect beginning back into this for the Crazy Raccoons. Okay. So the 4v4 post plant. I'm looking at Neff here, pretty close by. I have enough audio cues to maybe work with, but Vanity already finding Munchkin is going to make that a problem. Medusa, that's filthy work. Vanity and Penny going to be reeling off the back of that. The Zephy's and Jammy's going to be called upon, but now look, Viper post plant. You better be ready for this one. You can already see the damage gets done, and V1 do close it through. So the scoreline now will actually update to what it's meant to be, so I don't have to count. I got real nervous that I had to get like an abacus out, that I was about to be doing some on-air math, which is never good.
Backside.
See if he gets anything out of that. Zelsis. Ooh. Zelsis gets a big punish for that pretty brazen fight. Now Penny's going to be the next on the chopping block, potentially, and look at them, falling like flies. How is this getting turned? These are the rounds that somehow the Crazy Raccoons make look so deadly. Munchkin sends it, doesn't quite find Vanity, but as the smoke dissipates, he's left standing, no bullets left to play with. And now Effie's called upon to try and deal with the sudden mess that's coming out of nowhere. No spike plant to be worked with. He knows where Munchkin is. Can he clear it for free? 23 HP makes it much more comfortable to work with, and there it is. Effie's clears. Now, Rion was noted earlier, but he could have easily moved by this point.
He could have repositioned down to 45 HP, though. Still only a sheriff in hand. He's not been able to upgrade it. Effie's comes through, a huge Red Bull clutch for him there to turn that round back in their favor.
Yeah, super, super clutch. Red Bull clutch, you might say. And Munchkin wanting a bit of that himself, but yeah, just baited out by the utility. Out of nowhere, V1 find two big entries, and look at the pace in which Vanity's going to take the space. Medusa just on the other side like, yes. Yes, I will sit here. This is perfectly fine. Now, the spike is on towards the site, and now Zephyr can't see that. You've got all the utility kind of keeping him somewhat safe, and the spam's going to at least deny the spike plant for now.
Hunter Fury popped. A couple of warning shots sent out, at least to zone off version 1 for the time being. But meanwhile, Zelsis has actually slipped up inside Tube here. He's going to get himself into a really good position to apply some pressure to the back line of Crazy Raccoons here. Actually, Neth completely unaware. He was trying to spot mid now. Damage comes through onto Snowman. Zephyr will fall. Zelsis spotted the second one as well.
No
Look
way.
at that. Digs Neth out. Medusa trades it, but the damage is already done.
That's impeccable. Just hitting the brakes for a second to allow him to work. Medusa needs to go full clutch on this one. 30 HP. Still some utility to work with, but pretty tricky to dig these players out of these positions. Jammy's on the swing, yeah. Not even going to depend on the utility if required, but just happy to take the fire. Medusa falls.
First few rounds, I want to see Crazy Raccoons really make an adjustment here and fight for this early round control. This is the sort of thing I'm talking about. Munchkin actually going to force Penny off that top spot. Vanity will find Munchkin though. Penny comes through. First two kills going in favor of V1 once again. And look how quick this piece is.
It's brutal. They are just flying through this site. Yeah, they're given so much. Crazy Raccoons are almost giving up way too much of this space. So yeah, they can play for the retake, but you're playing that against a Viper, like a good Viper. It's something that I said about V1 that I liked through their qualification route, is how well they played with that Viper in the post plants. Especially with Effie's as well, and the Sova too. Like, it's super deadly, and that's before you even address the fact you got like Penny out here. You got Zelsis. This should be just a back away and keep those guns. Zephyr wants to keep that up. Medusa's not going to get anything done. Maybe cost them a rifle or two, but by this point the money's pretty flush, I imagine.
Yeah.
So it's really just trying to keep that op in play for Zephyr, but they're gonna hunt him down. They've got players to spare. Yeah, Zelsis happy to claim it. Vanity will lose life, but they can reinvest. Sheriffs, and yes, they have the light armor with it, and at one point you have to kind of stop trying to play for the economy and play for the round win, which sounds obviously very obvious, but you can see Effie's just striding through them. These guys are on. V1 looking like they never really stopped on this, and look at that spike plant as well. This is all gonna line up pretty nicely. Neth's gonna struggle. Can't even get it to halfway just yet. Here it is, sends down another, buying the time just so perfectly. Vanity could have done with hitting that, but time being bought here, it doesn't really matter. Effie's and Vanity in combination, making this too difficult for the Crazy Raccoons, who just fallen by the wayside. Where's this team gone? Way takes so much space. Look at this push. He's just going to take so much room. Here's everything. No one's there to stop it. Oh no, Zellsis has done him dirty. Great work on Neth. And that site control garnered. That's enough for a spike plant. Munchkin's going to try and play back in at this point. Pretty good timing on it too. Ult comes in, does deliver. Great work there from Munchkin. Still plenty of ults available if they want them. Penny though going to play the edge of that smoke. Gets outgunned by Medusa. The smoke criminal just coming on through. Does not care for a second. And a 3v2. No post plant for Jammies to thrive in either.
Viper's Pit invested to try and regain some control of default at least. The Owl drone comes through, clear some of these angles. Actually, Rion's there to greet him as Jammies tries to slip in behind it. Vanity now last man standing and a 1v3 operator in hand. 20 seconds left. Just wants to deny the operator. I get something done, but again, wants to run this down as long as possible. Rion will pick it up.
Instead, this is going to be interesting, really varying this. Now Munchkin going to get a little bit further ahead here. There's the first Neth with a nice snap towards Penny. Good start for them, and Munchkin can back away now. They've got that first pick.
He can lean back a little bit with this man advantage. Munchkin actually goes exploring. It's going to be the spike that he finds on the back of Vanity. Boombot goes through, going to give some more information. There's another player to deal with, and Neth will find Effie's as he swings around the other side. Lockdown invested now. Looking to try and close this round out very quickly. Jammy's all the way back at the top of spawn ramp. No flank coming through yet, and
it can be done, but it takes a couple of mistakes to be made. Very hard to define that without problems being had. Zephyr is a little alone, but does have ult. Jammy's going to work in with the spike now. Already Zephyr's found Zellsis, and he's going to want to find some more here. This is going to be horrible for Jammies. He's got so many problems in front of him, and he chooses Medusa to be the one to put him to bed.
Slow approach, but actually, XV1 going to take immediate control here. Jammies and Zellsis actually swing out fine one, but meanwhile, Munchkin has actually slipped all the way through. Might catch Effie's inside the Owl drone, lands the first shot. Luckily closes it out. There's a second there. Effie's was going to recover that. Now Penny going to run a nice little bait there. Vanity going to counter peek off of that. Now version 1 have a man advantage. Spike planted on A though. Actually Vanity dipping a little ahead of the beat there.
Zellsis the timing. There, this is going to be scary. Zellsis needs to be able to keep himself alive, and he does. That's two big kills, but there's Zephyr on the counter push. I thought Zellsis could have mopped them all up. I was a bit worried about the timing on the flash, but Zephyr finds it just right in the end. The post plant now, of course, it's a little different. Yes, they have Killjoy in this. Yes, they've got Medusa as well on the Sova, so maybe it's still going to be a bit of a problem, but V1 on the play back in. Zellsis going to lead the way, unafraid, going to be the first one forward, try to be as bold as he can, get as far as he can, gets a tag on Medusa, but the kills ain't coming in clean. Vanity desperate for this to work. He does get it, but he loses his life for it. Neth there on the trade. And now Munchkin and Neth have to make this work in a 2v3. Now Spike yet to be toyed with. Oh, and Neth out of nowhere finds a huge pickup. Wait, no, Effie's is on it.
What is going on?
Effie's is on the Spike. He's still going to get one now. He's got to know where Neth is. He just got the kills on his teammates. Effie's off the Spike. He wants the kill. He can't get it in time. Forced to fight, falls back to the Spike. And I don't know if he's got the time on this, but we're going to find out he does. V1 with the clutch. It's the space that he garnered earlier after that pick towards Jammies. Now Penny wants back in though. Sent into motion by the Omen. Lovely work there. Good combination, but good trade out for Zephyr. They're not letting these untradeable kills come in at all. They're all going to have an answer for him. Vanity and Zellsis feeling a little left to rot out here. Yeah, Real's already found Zellsis, and Vanity can try as he might, but so many players to try and deal with. They're all just spamming away. They know where he's at. Tries to thread the needle. Not going to happen, and the Crazy Raccoons are right back into this now.
You're going to arrest the Blade Storm off the rip. I get something.
Both.
Actually, no, it was Zephyr. They both popped, yeah.
Both went for it. Yeah, Zephyr being toyed with by Zellsis, but Medusa's going to find Vanity. This is all looking like it's going well. But once again, the Crazy Raccoons outnumbered in the end. There was like a two-player face there. They couldn't deal with that, but Effie's has to move, and there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Penny from up on top, though, going to find Medusa. Looks for more. He needs more as well. Keep in mind, the buy is pretty poor coming out from V1. Oh, no. They're all bunched up. That could have been huge, but it's not. Munchkin gets the gun out in time, but Penny punishes. The trade out for Rion is big, but now the 1v2. Jammies could get this kill. The timing's everything. I don't think he saw him. Jammy's definitely dead. Oh, no way!
13 HP on Rion.
V1 have gone quiet. Now, they have at least got the money to bring out the op now. Penny's back on the full buy here. Everyone's sitting a little pretty. Bit of light armor here and there, but it's not the end of the world. Investment of the ult as well. Jammy's going to commit to this side, and Zelsis helps him out while he's here. Trying to clear him out of this one. That's a good idea. Jammy's going to be forced away. A touch is Munchkin going to try and take the space towards the site.
Jammies?
What? Jammies? They're everywhere. But Zelsis still going to fill the gap. Apparently it's fine. Rion's now in trouble. Yeah, this is the weirdest shutdown. Munchkin's going to have to go super clutch in this one. Sprays away, doesn't quite find Jammies, and I don't know how he lived through all of that.
I have no idea how Medusa and Munchkin are able to just take the zipline again, just paying no respect whatsoever to the Viper spin. I think Jammy's ultimate was like, yeah, there's no way that's going to happen.
Go for. Neth going to try and cover off at least the short wrap on this one. Zelsis there going up towards heaven. Penny heading on around as well.
Medusa actually has Hunter's Fury, but he's stuck on site for the time being. No real opportunity for him to reset. Yeah.
This is where this has to come down to Neth, and he's going to double down on a huge pick up there. Finds two. And he's going to need more. Now Zelsis can put the wall up if he wants, and he does. But it doesn't stop the bullets, but he's going to sit it towards halfway. He's not stopping. This is a full defuse. He's not getting off the spike.
No way.
He's not getting off the spike.
No way. Oh, that's heartbreaking. Zelsis just giving no respect whatsoever.
He was locked to sight, as we noted last round. Plant going to come in, tries to be denied. Spike does go down regardless. Zephyr, in the meantime, did catch Zelsis, so that's going to be a player advantage, at least in this post-plant.
And actually, I think Effie's got 2 tags with the Hunter's Fury there, so 2 players very low HP. And actually, Zephyr once again finds the kill. Vanity falls, and now Munchkin comes through with a judge, try and do some more damage, pile on the pressure. Jammies will find one, but Rion in a position to trade. Crazy Raccoons put another one on the board, so probably going to save that for a post plant. See Penny way up on rafters here. Bladestorm in hand. Now, can he find something on the way in? Zephyr gets one in, gets straight out there, and actually no trade comes through. Munchkin with the double on the showstopper. Brings this to a 2v5 now for version 1.
All the dangers just suddenly been quelled from this round. You're down to Jammies and Effies, who were there to cause a little bit of a problem, but they weren't meant to pack a punch like Penny was. And now, as we can see, Neth going to clear up Effies, and this is going to be 9 on the board for the Crazy Raccoons. Now, keep in mind, they were tearing through this. It's been a couple of clean rounds short from V1. But don't forget how dangerous they were looking. Jammies just being toyed with. Neth there, going to shut him down, and it's going to be 9 on the board for the Raccoons. And this is here. Both have ults. Zelsis may be able to use his if he wants to try and dissuade
yes.
a little more, but Munchkin finds Vanity so easy. It felt like they lost track of him a little there. Zelsis can't do anything.
The paint shell on point as well. It's come through as a man advantage for Crazy Raccoons here in the post plant. Not an awful lot of utility, but like I said, the Hunter's Fury still a couple of shock darts sent out. I'm trying to fish out Munchkin, I imagine, knowing that he's down to 36 HP, but the double peek as the smoke drop is perfect. Lockdown in response here. V1 still trying to force the issue.
Full white though, full blind. Medusa's gone down. Zelsis needs to make the most of this. Tries to clear out as best he can. He couldn't quite get it, and it's still going to be going through. It finally gets destroyed. Now Penny up with Zelsis in a 1v2. Neth needs to clutch out this time. Backs away. And now Neth double dips, tries to keep them off the spike. Has to check that time. No full diffuses going down here. And it will be another on the board for the Crazy Raccoons.
Disposal, but Penny with the operator, one Spectre is
but look at the rest, yeah?
round for V1.
Money's tight. Penny, though, has to make the most of this. Sets up Zelsis into play, potentially. This could be huge. Good flash, going to clear out Util, give away a little bit of the game. Doesn't quite get away without actually costing Neth a lot, and Penny again finds Zephyr. That's going to be all up, and there's Zelsis just kicking into gear, all off the back of Penny with the perfect pick to begin it. Now we're down to 2. Medusa and Rion have to clutch out again. A 2v5, ult invested, everything being poured onto them now. You can see the push coming out from Penny as well. On the back, just flanking this through. They are being boxed in, closed in. There ain't nowhere to go now.
Both of them now creeping up towards Vanity, low HP behind Yellow. If they can isolate this, they might have an opportunity to turn the tides on this round. Jammies, jiggle peeking the edge, but actually potentially going to get backstabbed, and he does. He's left wide open here with Vanity drifting away from Yellow.
But look who's waiting. Vanity. Say hello to his little friend. That's gonna be one. The second evades, but now a 1v3. Still looking rough. But Rion wants to fight. They're just on the other side of that smoke. All three players are here. Rion, how much can you do? Nothing at all. V1. Just stop before it starts. Version 1, lock out the game at the very end. I felt that comeback could have happened, but